Have you ever considered the existential advantages of becoming a squid? Now I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would I want to be a squid? But hear me out. Imagine for a moment that you're not bound by the constraints of 2 arms. Instead, you're graced with 8, each one as nimble and adept as the next. Think of the multitasking possibilities. You could be stirring your coffee, texting your best friend, flipping through a book, and knitting a sweater, all at the same time. And let's not even get started on the color-changing abilities. Impromptu camouflage? Check. Mood ring skin? Double check. Life as a squid isn't just about survival, it's about living in style. It's about embracing the unpredictable, the absurd, and the downright fascinating aspects of existence. So if you're tired of the humdrum of human life, why not consider a change of pace? If you haven't thought about it, well, you're about to. First, let's dive deep into the world of squids. No scuba gear required. Welcome to the fantastical realm of squid anatomy, where the bizarre meets the brilliant. Ever heard the phrase, wearing your heart on your sleeve? Well, squids took it a step further, or rather, 3 steps further. Yes, squids have not 1, not 2, but 3 hearts. Now you might be thinking, wow, triple the heartbreak. Not quite, my friend. Imagine being able to love 3 different types of pizza at the same time. Pepperoni, margarita, Hawaiian, no need to choose, you've got a heart for each. But let's not get too carried away with all this love. Squids aren't just about the romance, they're also about the razzle-dazzle. You see, squids are the ultimate masters of disguise, capable of changing their skin color faster than a chameleon on a coffee binge. And why, you ask? Because nothing says survival quite like making a quick costume change when a shark shows up uninvited to your party. Now if you thought that was impressive, wait until you hear about their propulsion system. Imagine being able to jet off at high speed, just by expelling water from your body. No traffic, no waiting for the bus, just you, shooting through the water like a torpedo. I mean, who needs a Lamborghini when you can be a living, breathing speedboat? And let's not forget the tentacles. Oh, the tentacles. 10 of them to be precise. Each one more dexterous than the other. It's like having 10 Swiss Army knives, but instead of tiny, somewhat useless tools, you have powerful, sucker-lined appendages ready to grab, hold, and explore. So there you have it, a world where you can love more, change faster, move quicker, and grab better. A life less ordinary, and a bit more squiddy. And that, my friends, is just the tip of the iceberg. Or should I say the tip of the tentacle. Ever wished you could disappear in a cloud of smoke like a ninja? As a squid, you can. Isn't that something? You're at a party, trapped in a conversation about the evolution of the paperclip, and you're thinking, if only I could just vanish. Well, if you were a squid, you could. Squid ink, my friends, is not just for fancy pasta, it's an ink-readable defense mechanism. So, imagine this. You're a squid, just minding your own squid business when suddenly, a predator comes along. You don't have claws or sharp teeth, your options are limited. But wait, you have a secret weapon, an internal smoke bomb if you will. With a simple release of ink, you can disappear in a cloud of darkness. It's like having your own personal magician's smoke bomb. The ink serves 2 purposes. First, it creates a smoke screen, a dark cloud that confuses predators and gives the squid a chance to jet away. Second, it's also packed with chemicals that can mess with a predator's sense of smell and taste. It's like if Batman's smoke grenades also smelled like rotten eggs. Now you might be thinking, sure, that's cool for a squid, but what about me? Well, think about it. You're at the office and your boss comes up to you with another stack of reports to file. Wouldn't it be great if you could just release a cloud of ink and make a quick escape? Or you're on a blind date, and it's going downhill faster than a snowball in an avalanche. Just imagine being able to poof away in a cloud of ink. Of course, we can't exactly start spraying ink around in real life. That would be messy, not to mention a nightmare for the dry cleaners. But it's fun to imagine, isn't it? The squid's ink defense is a remarkable adaptation, a testament to the ingenuity of nature. So, next time you find yourself in an awkward situation, just remember, as a human, you might not be able to disappear in a cloud of ink, but as a squid you definitely can. Who needs social skills when you can just poof away? Being a squid isn't all about fun and games, it's also about the lifestyle. Let's dive into the deep end where the sunlight can't reach, and the only light you've got are your bioluminescent buddies. That's right, we're talking about the deep sea disco, where every day is a rave, and the dress code is glow or go home. Ever thought about what it'd be like to live in the deep sea? It's like living in a never-ending game of hide and seek, except the floor is literally lava, and there's a chance you might get eaten. It's essentially the equivalent of living in a thriller movie. Now let's talk about food. Squids are on the seafood diet. They see food, and they eat it. Their menu primarily consists of small fish, crustaceans, and other squids. Can you imagine that? Eating your own kind? It's like inviting your cousin for dinner and then serving him Cousin Carl casserole. And speaking of food, squids are the ultimate foodies. They don't just eat their food, they taste it with their entire bodies. Their skin is covered in taste receptors, so every meal is a full-body experience. It's like going to a 5-star restaurant and instead of eating the steak, you just roll around in it. But it's not just about what they eat, it's also about how they eat. Squids have beaks. Yes, beaks, like a bird. It's like if you tried to eat soup with a pair of scissors. And let's not forget about their love lives. Squids are the ultimate romantics. They literally give their hearts away. Well, technically it's a sperm packet, but it's the thought that counts, right? So, there you have it, folks. A day in the life of a squid. From deep-sea raves and full-body taste sensations to bird-like dining etiquette and heart-giving courtship. So, are you ready to trade your morning coffee for a fresh krill breakfast? So, you're sold on the squid life, but how do you become a squid? Well, my friend, you're in luck because we're about to embark on a whimsical journey of squid transformation. Remember, this is foolproof and completely scientifically unverified. First things first, you've got to get into the squid mindset. Start by watching as many underwater documentaries as you can. Immerse yourself in the aquatic world, figuratively of course. Unless you have a particularly large bathtub, then by all means dive in. Next, you'll need to practice your ink spraying skills. Now, since humans are, unfortunately, not equipped with ink sacs, we'll have to improvise. Grab a water gun, fill it with some harmless black food coloring and water, and start practicing your aim. Remember, in the squid world, a good ink spray can mean the difference between a tasty shrimp dinner and becoming dinner yourself. Now, on to the physical transformation. You know what they say? Fake it till you make it. So, start practicing your tentacle movements. I know you only have 2 arms, but work with what you've got. Flap your arms around, wave them like you just don't care, and soon enough you'll be swimming through your living room like a real sea creature. Finally, you need to adopt the squid diet. Now this part might be slightly challenging, especially if you're not a fan of seafood. Start by incorporating more shrimp, fish, and crab into your meals. And if you're feeling particularly adventurous, why not try a bit of plankton? Remember, this is a gradual process. You won't wake up tomorrow with a beak and a mantle, but with persistence, dedication, and a healthy dose of insanity, you'll be well on your way to living the squid life. And there you have it, a foolproof guide to becoming a squid. Now, go forth, future cephalopods, and may the currents be ever in your favor. So, why on Earth, or under the sea rather, would anyone want to become a squid? Well, isn't it obvious? Just think about it. No more stressing over what to wear. Your body is your wardrobe, and you can change colors faster than a chameleon on a rainbow. Forget about traffic jams, just jet propel yourself out of any sticky situation. And who needs pepper spray when you can just ink your enemies, right? But let's not forget the ultimate perk of being a squid: deep sea real estate. Imagine the peace and quiet away from all the hustle and bustle, and the view. A starry night sky can't compare to the bioluminescent wonders of the ocean depths. If you're still not convinced, consider this: no more taxes. Yeah, that's right, the IRS hasn't figured out how to tax squids yet. So, next time life gets too much, remember, there's always the squid option. Who wouldn't want to live a life full of ink-spraying, color-changing, deep-sea-dwelling fun?